try their damage to try to please the child oppressor. I want this, I want this, I want that. The parent go out their way to try to buy and give the child everything in their life. The child oppress the parent.
And women rule over them.
Who?
Women rule over them.
So who rule over the children? The women. She didn't want to say that, but she started out. Go ahead.
O my people,
Oh, my people.
they which lead thee, cause thee to err.
Who in your household? If you didn't know your dad wasn't there, who raised you? You see that? Who ruled over you? Exactly. Go ahead.
And destroy the way of thy path.
And destroy the way of the path. Now, she can't raise you to be a man because she's not a man. She's only trying the best she can with what she got and what she knows. So we can't hold her fault for that, but the Lord is saying our kids rule over us, they oppress us, and the women rule over. Keep going.
The Lord.
Is that on?
Yeah.
All right. So what the brother brought out earlier is that the man, one of the curses would be that the men would have an evil eye toward each other, and that the men would hate their women, and they would lead their children. That's a curse. It's not a coincidence. Like the brother said, you don't see that happening in all the other nations. It's happening in one specific, the nation of Israel. For doing what? Why do these curses even exist? Why are we going through it? Let me know if y'all been paying attention. Why are we going through these curses? Right? Why are we going through these curses? But not keeping the commandments. Breaking the commandments is how we got it on the bottom of society. That's how we ended up on them slave ships. That's how we end up getting harmed, getting raped, getting robbed. That's why we can't find jobs today. That's why we still in the prison house. We get that in Isaiah 42 and 21. Get Isaiah 1 and 3. Right. Let me get Jeremiah 17:4.
Look at Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
The ox knoweth his owner.
You know what an ox is, don't you? Bull. It's a four-legged beast. Go ahead.
And the ass his master's crib.
A donkey or ass. They know where they belong to, who they belong to, and where they come from. You know what I'm saying? But what?
But Israel doth not know.
But we as a people don't know. Why is that? Same reason why we hit these slave ships. Same reason why we getting gunned down and hung today. Because we broke the commandments. And as a result of that, we were discontinued. You got Jeremiah 17.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
Y'all ever been shopping and you went looking for something and they say, oh, I'm sorry, that's been discontinued. What does that mean? You don't make it no more. That model is obsolete. It's over with. So the Lord said, what? Read that from the top.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
Sis, what's a heritage? Huh? No. What's a heritage? Somewhere. What you think, bro?
Something that you inherit from your mother, your mama, or dad.
You on the right track, but your heritage deals with your language, how you talk,
Can you get that brother a
the
chair?
food that you eat, the celebrations or the high holy days that you have. All these things come from your heritage. Us being Israelites, our heritage was discontinued as the brother just brought out. For what? Not keeping the commandments. So we over here in America today thinking that we supposed to be dipping the cup. So this is actually a original facility. We came over here on slave ships. For what reason? Not keeping the commandments. So the Lord brought us over here to make, let me get that in the root. He brought us over here to
Want chair too?
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
Discontinue from your heritage that the Lord gave you, law, statutes, and commandments, everything about us, who we are.
And I will call thee to serve thine enemies.
Serve who?
Thine enemies.
You got enemies, whether y'all know it or not. The world will tell you on the TV, you ain't got no enemies. Everybody's friends. We should all just get along. The Lord said we got enemies. That's in the Bible. We didn't write this. We just giving you the message. Read it again.
And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies.
Why are we serving our enemies? It's the constant theme of what we're talking about. Exactly. Sister, listen. All praise. Clap it up for them. Paying attention. They all paying attention. So we serving our enemies because we broke the commandments. Keep going.
And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Because you ain't going to find America in the Bible. You're not going to find it. But we over here, via slave ship, serving our enemies. For what?
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger.
In his what?
In mine anger.
The Lord pissed off at us. Just like a good parent would be. He gave us commandments to do. If your mom told you to do something and you didn't do it, would she be happy about it? Bro? She'd be pissed off, angry. So the Lord gave us commandments. We didn't do it. We're going to get the same thing our parents would do to us, which is what, see? Our punishment. That it?
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger which shall burn forever.
Burn forever. Until we do what? Come back to keeping what? Keeping the commandments. Keeping the commandments. That's why we out here on the highways and byways, because it's commanded of us to do something. We get that in Luke 14:23. We out here because this is commanded. We ain't doing this because we get paid or we want smiles and pats on the back. We doing this because it's commanded of us to do. That's why we out here. You got that?
Book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 23. And the Lord said unto the servant,
We are the servants. He said what?
Go out unto the highways and hedges,
The highways and the hedges. And what?
and compel them
And compel them, my people, our people, to do what?
to come in,
To come back to the house, to realize who you are, and do what?
that my house may be filled.
Be filled with righteous brothers and sisters. Coming back, realizing who the hell they are in these last days. We get our Romans 13 and 11. Is that it on it? So we out here because it's commanded of us. You know, we gonna come out here rain, sleet, and snow for our brothers and sisters because we love our nation. And we had to be waking up to this truth just like y'all getting it right now. We gonna give it to you whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? What you take and do with it from here, we doing our job, going to get our brothers and sisters to work. In Ezekiel 3 and 17.
Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Awake out of sleep. We sleep as a people, whether y'all know it. Because if we weren't asleep, y'all wouldn't even be stopping here. We wouldn't be out here teaching. Because everybody would know who the children of Israel are. The Lord said, go out to the highways and byways and wake my people. That's what we out here doing. Read that again.
And that knowing the time, that now it is high time.
Now it is high time to do what?
To awake out of
What?
sleep. To awake out of sleep.
To what?
To awake out of sleep.
To awake out of sleep. To realizing that you chosen by the Most High God, that you're royalty. You're not equal to everybody. The Lord says you're above everybody. That's in the scripture. You got this from me, bring it out.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Uh-huh.
For thou art an holy people.
What the Lord say?
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
The word holy means separate. You're not like everybody else. They tell you, fight for equality. We are equal. The sun shines on everybody. It rains on everybody. What the Lord say?
For thou art an holy people
Separate.
unto the Lord thy God.
Uh-huh.
The Lord thy God had chosen thee
Why?
to be a special people.
We what?
A
Special people.
What?
A special people.
What is this brother?
A special people.
Where's this sister?
A special people.
What is this sister?
A special people.
All of us out here?
A special people.
Uh-huh.
Unto himself,
Unto himself.
above all people,
Equal to.
above all people,
Less than.
Above all people.
You hear what the Lord saying, bro? Sis, we are above all people. Contrary to what the TV tells us, the songs we've been holding hands in, singing Kumbaya, the Lord said, the creator of all things, the heaven and the earth, said we above.
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above everybody on the earth. Now, we all agree that so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are great in every damn thing that they do. From playing ball, to singing, to cooking, to dancing, to dressing, any damn thing you can think of. Why are we the best at it? Read the last part again.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
You see this? That ain't no mistake. But why are we at the bottom of society? Why are we in the worst condition? Why are we in the worst neighborhood? Why are households broken? Why are we killing each other? Let me hear the answer. Breaking what? Breaking the commandments.
Right.
So in order for us to get back to where we're supposed to be in rulership, what do we have to do? It's simple. If we broken, in order to get back, what we gotta do? Keep what? Keep the commandments. That's what the Lord telling us to do. Keep them. Let me get Proverbs 17.
Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17.
All right. Right after this. Yeah, give me
Book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 17.
that.
Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
That's what we out here doing, watching for y'all. Letting you know the atrocities that's going on, because y'all got eyes right now. You're not blind, but you still don't see what's going on. You think everything's sweet, everything's good right now, but it's everything but that. Bring it up.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me.
Give them warning. We out here to let you know, if you don't keep the commandments, you're going to basically put our people to death. He's been doing it. And we don't serve an all sweet and loving God. He is a great and terrible God according to the scripture. Let me get Nehemiah 1 and 5, just to prove it to you. Let me show you right quick how the Lord did it. Got this? Nehemiah 1 and 5. I mean, didn't Most High, didn't he flood the whole earth? Y'all heard about that, right? He killed everything on this earth except one family. Why? Because they were being wicked and evil, breaking his commandments. So what makes you think he won't kill? But they teach us that he all smiles and rainbows. That is not what the Lord of the Bible is about. He is a man of war. He's been killing our people. That's why the brother brought out the point. You can turn on the news every day and see our people being gunned down, choked out, stabbed to death, blown up. Our people. You got that?
It's the book of Nehemiah, chapter 1, verse 5. And said, I beseech thee, O Lord, God of heaven, the great and terrible God.
What'd he say?
The great and terrible God.
Great and terrible God. How you praying to a great and terrible God? Because they know the true God of that Bible. They know that he'll knock you off. If you read any of the stories in there, you'll realize God ain't nothing to play with. Brother, they went to war in the book of Joshua. We went to war, and a brother took some of the gold and some of the silver off one of the dead bodies and brought it back to his tent and hid it in the dirt. And the Lord said, you know what? I'm gonna knock him off. He let some of our brothers die in the war. And when they found out about it, the Lord said, bring this man and his whole family and stone them to death, then burnt their bodies in front of the whole congregation, in front of the whole nation. Because he took some damn gold off a dead body. The Lord put a man to death for picking up sticks on the Sabbath day. Put him to death in front of everybody, make an example, so that we wouldn't do wickedness, breaking the Sabbath. Do y'all know what today is? Anybody? Today is Saturday, but it's also the Sabbath, day of rest. Day where we're not supposed to be buying or selling, doing any manner of work, none of that. We're not supposed to be buying or selling, cooking. What else?
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that devour the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness, not light.
So when you breaking the commandments, a day of wrath coming upon you. It ain't gonna be a day of gladness. It's gonna be a day of darkness. You know what I'm saying? You always see and hear about our brothers and sisters catching stray bullets, whether they sitting in the car or at their house watching. Why did that happen? Why the good die young? Well, we don't understand about the scriptures. It ain't no mistakes. There are no mistakes. The Lord do all things. He put people to death all the time. Look at that in First Samuel. Yeah. Go ahead. us all things. They tell you on the TV that the devil do all things. And that the devil battling against God. No, that's not what's in the Bible.
This is the book of Samuel, chapter 2, verse 6. The Lord killeth.
The what?
The Lord killeth.
The Lord killeth and what?
And make alive.
And make alive and what?
He bringeth down to the grave.
He brings down to the grave. We once were in a rulership position. When you read the book of Kings and Chronicles, you realize that we as a nation of people actually had kings. We were in rulership, ruling this world. King Solomon ruled the whole world for 40 years, and there was no war, none of that. All peace. So read it. Keep reading.
And bringeth up.
Keep on.
Lost where I was.
2:16.
Verse 7. The Lord maketh poor.
The Lord make poor, man.
And maketh rich.
And make rich.
And bringeth low.
And bring low.
And he lifteth up.
And lift up. Because we as a people, we on the bottom right now, but he lifting us up. Bringing us back to who we are. Allowing us to rethink ourselves. Needing to remember who we are in these last days. Because we sleep, so we waking up. We got to shake ourselves from the dust of this ground. We've been knocked down, been in the dirt so long. It's hard to believe that we're chosen by the nation. Right now, you're probably thinking, well, if we chosen, why the hell you letting all these damn things happen to me? Why my pops wasn't in my life? Why I can't walk down the street and get love from my brothers and sisters? We already found that answer. Because we ain't keeping the commandments. So what do we have to do? We've been talking about it the whole time we've been talking. What do we have to do as a people? All praises. It's that simple. Use Zephaniah 2:1. You gotta keep the commandments. Whether you believe it or not, bro, that's what we gotta do. In order for you to get anything in your household growing up, you had to keep them commandments. You said do the homework. If you wanted to go down there and play with your partner down the street, you had to do the homework. If you had chores, you had to do that homework in order to be rewarded. It's no different when dealing with the Most High. We want prosperity, we want a good life, we got to do what he tells us to do. When we break the commandments, just like in your household, you catch a punishment.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourself together.
Gather yourselves together. That's what the Lord telling us to do. That's what we are here to do. Gather our people together. Wake them the hell up. Go ahead.
Yea, gather together, O nation, not desire.
Gather together, nation, not desire. If you would desire, these things that we see on this sign would not be happening. You would never have had a civil rights movement. There would have never been segregation. You would have never had the police beating people up. With babies using gator bait. You would have never been hung in the middle of Times Square when people laughing and taking pictures of you being hung. That would have never happened if we was a nation that was desired. Your people getting burned by the state. That would have never happened if we were desired as a people. So the Lord is telling us in these last days, these things that you see right here, these are all slavery tragedies. I can't even think of the word I really want to use. Atrocities, yeah, that's it. Look at this brother. He a prisoner. That's a child. He already tied by the hands and feet, but they got him tied around a pole, laying on the damn dirt. Being boiled to death. Having a damn horse tied to a contraption while the brother in the damn air being swung around while they getting whipped. That's an atrocity. Look, man, handcuffed, sitting in the damn dirt. Can't move, can't do nothing. He being drowned. This was the first icebox challenge. Not on YouTube, but back in slavery. All these things were done to our people. For what reason? How did it happen, sis? Breaking the commandments. All these different things stem from us breaking the commandments. Letting you know that our God is nothing to play with. He did all that to his own people. What you think he's going to do to those who did it? He's a just God. That's why you got night and day, good and bad. Up, down. Got to be a recompense or reward to those who did those atrocities. The ones who have been lying to us from the day one. Telling us that this guy is our Lord and Savior. That ain't nowhere in the Bible. This guy is. The image. Let me get there right quick just to show him. Revelation chapter 1 and 1.
Book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. revelation of Jesus Christ.
The word revelation means to reveal. So we about to reveal to you what Christ actually looks like. And it ain't this. Go ahead.
The revelation of Jesus Christ which God gave unto him to show unto his servant things which must shortly come to pass.
So he said, I'm going to give you this revelation to give to my servants, which are the children of Israel. Because of the things that's going to happen in the future. Jump down to 13.
Verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks,
7 candlesticks, the menorah.
one like unto the Son of Man,
Son of Man is Christ. Go ahead.
clothed with a garment down to the foot.
So he had a garment on. A lot of people would say he's just a spirit. But he had a body because he had a garment on. Go ahead.
And girt about the path with a golden girdle.
And he had a golden belt on. Go ahead.
Verse 14. His head and his hair were white like wool.
You said what?
His head and his hair were white like wool.
So the hairs on his head and on his beard were what?
Were white like wool.
You got woolly hair, woolly texture hair. What you got on your head? What you got on your head, King?
Hair like wool.
What you got, sis?
Hair like
Exactly. What you got? Exactly. What these brothers out here got? Hair like wool.
Come.
So letting you know off top, without even getting to the color description, letting you know that he got woolly hair. This image does not have woolly hair. So that's strike one. Keep going.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And his eyes were a flame of fire. Now, that sounds crazy, though. But when you drink wine, what color do our people's eyes turn? What was his first miracle? What did he turn water into? You see that? And he was pissed off at the sight and the decayed state of his people, walking around thinking they Americans, African Americans, when he created them to be, or when the Most High created them to be Israelites. Pissed off at the fact that they enjoyed being Negroes, Lots, Hispanics. You know, I'd be mad as hell too. After all I done did for you, I done gave my damn life for you, and you still want to call yourself an African American? You still want to call yourself colored? I put my life on the line for you, and this is how you repay me. I'd be mad as hell too. Go ahead.
Verse 15. And his feet
Now we talking about his feet. Go ahead.
like unto fine brass.
Fine brass. Your feet the same color as the rest of your body. The top of your foot, right? Go ahead.
As if they burned in a furnace.
Brass. What color is brass?
Like a brown, well, yeah, like a brown.
Brown.
Yeah.
But how dark?
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if they burn in the furnace. You put anything in burning, what color turn?
Black.
See that? So what they make Christ? A dark-skinned man. With woolly hair. See that? Where this come from? Where the brass, as if it's been burned in a furnace. Where the woolly hair? This man got blue eyes. He got stringy hair. Like the brother said, that's brunette. You know what I'm saying?
Brunette.
That ain't woolly.
This is First Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 48.
Now we're getting ready to show you where this image actually came from. Go ahead.
And laid open the book of the law.
The book of the law is what, bro?
25 books of the Bible.
The whole Bible is the book of the law. Go ahead.
Wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their image.
They opened our book, read it, seen what was in it, and said what?
Wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their image.
Of their images. They read our book. Damn, that's a good story. Them brothers and sisters are powerful. Hey, we need them. You know what? We're going to take them into slavery since they don't want to obey commandments. We're going to come up with schemes and scams. Let me get that in Psalms 83 right. So, why do we go into these conditions as a people? We're doing what? Breaking the commandments. So, how many commandments are there? Do we have as a nation? Say 10. What about you, bro? Ain't no right or wrong answer.
I think it is.
Alright, what about you, sister? Alright, you say it's the only 10. Now, it's more than 10. Put it that way, it's more than 10. I was going to try to ask another question, but being married is not part of the 10. So why do we get married? See that? So it's more than 10. If my parents knew the commandments and they didn't teach it to me, or if they didn't teach it to me, they would be breaking the commandments. That's the commandment we're supposed to be doing. Teaching our kids, teaching the youth, encouraging them. In order for them to keep the commandments, they got to know what they are, so they got to be taught. But that's a commandment, and it's not in the Big Ten. So the dietary law, the foods that we are supposed to eat and not supposed to eat, those are in the dietary law, not part of the team. If you got time, we're going to give you a few commandments just to make sure that you understand what's going on. Come be here with it, brother.
Come on, bro. Get that brother hand, man.
That's right. Come on, King. 5 minutes, you'll learn something you didn't know yesterday. See there, that's why we got to come out to the highways and byways. What's going on, King? How you doing? We are talking to the brother, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You know anything about the Israelites?
Yeah, I'm from Harlem, so I'm familiar.
You say you from Harlem?
Yeah.
Okay. So we Israelites, right? What we supposed to be doing?
I mean, not that deep, just familiar.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's cool. Me, I'm over here.
We out here speaking and trying to wake up our brothers and sisters of the lost tribes of the nation of Israel. 12 tribes for one nation of people. You see yourself on this sign. You be a so-called African American, a West Indian black, a Haitian.
Yeah, West Indian.
Okay, you might be from the tribe of Benjamin then, bro.
Alright.
You know? That's the same tribe that Paul was from.
Alright.
You see? So it's important for you to understand that you are a powerful brother from the nation of Israel. And we out here teaching our brothers in these last days to wake up, to realize who they are and start repenting and keeping the commandments of God. Because would you believe or do you agree that these people on this sign are in a low state of condition?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Why are we on the bottom of society?
Yeah.
Why are we on the bottom of society? See that? Brother, why are we on the bottom of society? For what, brother? Breaking the commandments. Do you know what the commandments are? That's what we get ready to go over. Show our brothers and sisters some of the commandments that we break as a nation of people on a daily basis. Okay. All right. Bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5.
Let me get Leviticus 21 and 5.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Read that one more time. Read it slow and loud for me.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So who are we talking to right now? Who the Lord talking to? Read it again.
The woman.
Talking to the woman. All right, listen.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Unto a man. She's not supposed to be wearing the things that a man wears. What is it that a woman wears today that a man wears?
Pants.
Say it again?
Pants.
Hands. Correct. What is saying? Yeah, right here. Ooh, that thing. Contrary to what everybody believes, our women did not wear pants back in the day. Pants is something new in the earth. They ain't start wearing it being popular until the 70s. They wore it before then, but it wasn't popular until the 1970s and 80s. Our sisters was wearing dresses even in the cotton field, tobacco field. During slavery, they wore dresses all the way back then. You see that? So the Lord is saying that the woman should not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Hey, what?
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
Let me sign out something. You say a man is not supposed to be wearing what a woman, putting on a woman's garment. Who is this? Who is that? Who is that? Will Smith, Jaden Smith, and that's Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook. Yeah.
I forgot this dude name. He a rapper, but they all putting on dresses. That's out of order. Your roles are reversed. Now you got the women dressing like the men, marrying women. Everything is out of order from that one simple commandment, because that's cross-dressing. The Lord said it's an abomination. came into effect here recently. When I was coming up, you didn't see that. But now, you see it more open and it's more acceptable now than ever. You understand it? We are not supposed to be cross-dressing. So sisters, y'all supposed to be wearing dresses. It's a couple of reasons why. Because everything is spiritual. Everything in life is spiritual. If this brother came up, or if y'all came up over here, would you have stopped? Let me ask you this. If we had on dresses, would y'all have stopped? Hey man, we want to show you something out the Bible. Would you have stopped? You see that? That's out of order. Man, what the hell? I ain't got time for this. You brothers over there in some damn hot pink dresses. Ooh, it's out of order. But, like I said, everything is spiritual. If we had those dresses on, what type of spirit would we have? Would we be over here manly, bold as lions? No. A feminine spirit. So, a woman put on pants, what kind of spirit she gonna have? Masculine. Manly. That's why a lot of sisters is quick to go do this in a man's face. Fight a man. If there was we done had so many sisters come up, and it's a group of us teaching, and one sister come up trying to bark and fight all of us. One, and she got the pants on. She's bold just like a man. But if she had that dress on, her spirit would be humble.
This is Romans chapter 7, verse 14. For we know that the law is spiritual.
That the what?
That the law is spiritual.
Keeping our brothers and sisters dressing the right way is spiritual. We dress out of order, we dress out of character, it's gonna corrupt our spirit. Do y'all agree with that? Let me give you some more examples. Wearing pants. You ain't gotta answer it. I'm gonna just put it out there for an example. Wearing pants as a woman, the thighs tend to rub together. You chase down there and you end up catching yeast infections. The Lord said wear a dress so it's open so you can have that ventilation down. There's a reason for that. But when you go against it, you have to get creams and all that to try to mask that. When all you have to do is really put on the dress to get in flow, that air, to get through that. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole purpose behind it. Man, what the hell he got another question is, wearing pants, what's the zipper for on a woman? On your pants. See that? These are the things that we gotta think about. We do what we do on a daily basis. For instance, going into the restroom. If it didn't matter, why do they have these two signs on the bathroom door? If you can wear pants just like a man, why do they have these signs on the door? Because the Lord is not an author of confusion. And this is how you tell the difference on who goes into what bathroom. It's simple. The Lord designed the women to wear dresses and the man to wear pants. See that? That makes sense to y'all? So the Lord got a dress code for his people. But America, Babylon the Great, United States, they're going to tell you otherwise. They're going to tell you, you can do what you want to do. You can be just like the man. You can be better than the man. You can do whatever the man do.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Exactly. They even got a little super cute with the bandana in the arm like this, saying you can do it. Trying to get the woman to be more than the man. Trying to step out of her realm into the man's zone, basically. Wanting the man to be a leader, but if she wants to be the leader, it can't be two leaders in the household. One got to step up and lead. But America tell you otherwise. That's why we out here to tell our people we got to come back to the Lord, to the commandment, actually learn what's required of us. That's one small commandment, but look how much damage he has done to our community. Think about it. That is one of the main reasons why our households are divided, because women wearing the pants. Think about it. You might say, I don't know about that. It's something small. When you get married, or when you go on a date, you went to the prom, you put on pants or did you put on a dress? Why? You feel special too, then. You see that? Now why you don't want to feel special everything? Sisters over there had to overcome that as well. But now they realize the importance of it. They're doing it on a daily basis, proud of it. Dressing in royal apparel. That's how y'all got to do. She humble as hell, ain't she? You can talk to her. See this?
guess she
Don't
always
guess.
said her mama do it.
That's in the scriptures as well. As the mother is, so is the daughter. But ask to get a full understanding. You know, well, that's a commandment according to the scriptures. What I had you all holding, Leviticus 11:7. Now we're gonna jump into something else that plagues our communities. That dietary law. The foods that we can and cannot eat. That's important. We got to know what we're supposed to be eating and whatnot. That's part of our heritage that was discontinued. Bring it out, Pete.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 7.
Uh-huh.
And the swine.
I know what swine is, right? What is swine? You don't know? What is swine? You know? Pig, pork. The swine, go ahead.
Though he divide the book and be cloven footed,
Cloven footed, he got the attributes of a clean animal. Go ahead.
yet he cheweth not the cud.
You don't regurgitate his food and clean it like a cow or a deer. You don't do that. Not what a pig does, go ahead.
He is unclean to you.
Nah, he alright.
He is unclean to you.
All I gotta do is pray over.
He is unclean to you.
But I let it soak in the sink overnight.
He is unclean to you.
See that the Lord said, swine, the pig, the pork is unclean.